Hello everybody, MechFrog here. Today we're going to tackle mechs from the Clan Support Star released by Catalyst Game Labs. The box comes with a Nightjar, Linebacker, Black Lantern, Battle Cobra, and Arctic Cheetah, along with the Alpha Strike cards for mechs and pilots. For this star, I'm going to go with the Clan Novacat paint scheme, specifically Alpha Galaxy, which will feature some blues, purples, and a star pattern. While I get started on these mechs, I want to do a quick overview of each mech and share some of my thoughts on how they would function. The Nightjar is a 75-ton Clan Omni-Mech with a lot to offer in its primary configuration. With two ERPPCs and an Ultra AC-10, this mech can hammer opponents from a distance. It's not a one-trick pony though, as it can use its jump jets to get closer and bring its 3 medium pulse lasers into play. It's not the fastest mech, but it can make up for it by taking a beating with 11.5 tons of its ferrofibrous armor. Most of the other configurations of the Nightjar swap out energy weapons for missiles or ammo-based weapons, which I think personally is not great except for very specific mission types. If I had to pick an alt config to run instead of the primary, I would go with the E variant, which carries 2 large pulse lasers and 6 mediums, along with an ATM-6 and an SRM-6. That amount of short-range firepower would ruin any target's entire day. The mech does have the difficult-to-maintain design quirk, but all things said, the Nightjar is a solid mech. Our second heavy mech in this star is the Linebacker. Weighing in at 65 tons, this Omni-Mech's primary configuration includes a variety of smaller weapon systems designed to support its 2 ERPPCs. It's speedy, coming in at 97.2 kph. However, I'm not crazy about most of the alternate configurations if you want something other than those 2 paired ERPPCs. The most interesting from a tabletop perspective would be the Alt Config D, which equips the mech with 4 Streak SRM-6s and a pair of ER medium lasers. Oh, and we can't forget a rear-mounted ER small laser. How could we? That's the game winner right there. The Linebacker is an okay mech in a world where there are lots of better options for any of its possible configurations. Not even taking out the glasses and paint-covered overalls could make this mech prom queen. Designed by Clan Ice Hellion, the Arctic Cheetah is a 30-ton Omni-Mech intended to be speedy and act as a scout, spotter, and anti-infantry replacement for the Mistlynx. The primary configuration includes 2 ER medium lasers, 2 LRM-5s, a flamer, and a tag system. The Arctic Cheetah is flexible across its various configurations, which tend to specialize to a specific role, be it anti-infantry, scouting, or hunting down other light mechs. It's a solid chassis, and it would see use across multiple clans, including Clan Novacat. If I had to pick a favorite configuration, I might go with the E, which carries 2 medium pulse lasers, a flamer, 2 B-pods, light machine guns, and 2 machine gun arrays. Woe is the infantryman who runs into the Arctic Cheetah E in a dark alley. The Battle Cobra is an interesting example of Clan Steel Viper designers being a little bit too on the nose. It looks menacing, but offering the enemy large, nearly horizontal panels in the shoulders to aim at is really more of a gift to anyone shooting at it than the pilot itself. In its primary configuration, this 40-ton Omni-Mech has 2 large pulse lasers and 2 small pulse lasers, which might make you ask, MechFrog, you're obsessed with pulse lasers, shouldn't you love this thing? You wouldn't be wrong. However, with only 10 double heat sinks, the Battle Cobra isn't going to be running and firing both those large pulse lasers for long before heat becomes a major issue. Most of the alternate configurations suffer from the same heat issues, though the H-config at least attempts to address it with the addition of 4 additional double heat sinks to try to manage the heat from its 2 ER large lasers and 2 heavy medium lasers. If I was going to pick a 40-ton mech to bring into battle, there are other options better than the Battle Cobra. It does look cool, though. The Black Lantern is one of my favorite Clan medium Omni-Mechs. Did I mention that I'm not unbiased? Oh well. The Black Lantern is 55 tons of spicy fun on the tabletop, running at 119 kph and even faster if your configuration has that mask installed. The Black Lantern can be many places in a short amount of time. The primary configuration is a little bit of everything with a mix of lasers and missiles in support of its ER large laser. The alt configs are where things can get quite fun. The fire support config B is a pair of LRM-20s, which can be fun. However, the D and F configurations offer the tantalizing promise of hunting down small and other medium mechs with medium pulse lasers, streaks, and machine gun arrays. If you're looking for a mech that's just fun to play on the tabletop, the Black Lantern will make things interesting. In total, I don't think this is a star that I would run as is. If it weren't for just this video and kind of keeping with the NovaCat theme, if I were to buy this box for my Jade Falcon army, I would probably end up breaking it up and filling in these mechs with other star mates, just because it's kind of a meh overall star. It doesn't have something that's just this big heavy hitter. The two heavies are not going to be able to keep up with the other lights. It's just a star that just doesn't seem like it would work together real well for me. If you feel differently, let me know in the comments below. Well, here's the star in all its glory. I think they turned out looking pretty good, but I am curious what you think. Is this a star that you would send into battle as is, or would you break it up and replace some of the mechs with others? What would be your ideal NovaCat support star? As always, if you want to show your support, hitting that like button, sharing the video with others, and making comments lets the YouTube know that you like seeing big stompy mechs on the platform. Big thanks to the Ko-Fi supporters who keep the resin flowing. I appreciate you more than I can explain with words. Perhaps later I can with a laser light show, but for now, thanks. Take care, paint some mechs, and go out and make the world a slightly better place today and tomorrow.